Gyro Ball, does 37%, not really too concerned. But thinking maybe he thinks I'm going to Roost, I'm actually going to go for the U-turn and U-turn out into Zapdos. Thinking that, yeah, he's just going to Earthquake. But he actually makes a good play, goes for the Gyro Ball, and that's going to leave me at 3%. But luckily I think he's going to stay in again. He actually goes at the Slowbro, predicting that. And does 25%, which isn't bad. But I don't want to stay in and go out to Zach. I need to go out. I'm going to switch out to Xatu, still predicting the random Toxic or the Scald. Goes for the latter. Doesn't get the burn, thank God. And just going to go for the Roost as he... actually, I'm going to go for the U-turn as he decides to go for another Scald. And I bring out Bronzong because I really don't want anything else getting hit by Scald. And he ends up getting the burn, which really sucked. I was not too happy about that. But I don't know what he wants to do. I could either set up Rocks or go for Toxic. I think I decided to go for Toxic, thinking you just switch out the Zapdos or something. But I ended up missing. And that really freaking sucked. So now I just got to go for Stealth Rock. And because I'm predicting a switch and it'll whittle things down. So he switches out, go out to Cobalion, predicting the Toxic. I just get on my Rocks because, yeah, mid-game Rocks are not that bad. Considering it's still 5-all. And I'm just going to stay in, fire off an Earthquake because I don't want him subbing. Even though it might not break his sub, I still don't want him subbing up. And he doesn't actually have it, which is good for me. So I can't believe I just said good for me. But because he used Close Combat, I know I could break his subs. So just going to stay and go for the Earthquake again as he just fires off that Close Combat. Finishing me off, and now I'm going to go out to Darmanitan just to thread him with Flare Blitz. And because this thing is such a huge threat, I don't want to risk it. Just going to go right for the Flare Blitz as he breaks his Slowbro. That's fine. I could just switch out into my Xatu. But my Xatu is slowly getting whittled down, and as you can see, it can't take 2 Scalds. And he can't take 2 Scalds when he gets a burn. So now I'm thinking he's just going to go for another Scald. And I'm just going to fire off a Toxic just because I can and just whittle this thing down because I really just have nothing else that I can do with it. So he's going to finish me off the Scald. I'm going to go down, and now I'm going to bring out my Zapdos to threaten him with the Volt Switch. I'm actually going to go for the Thunderbolt because I thought that Choice Specs Thunderbolt can kill Raikou at this stage. But I was wrong, and it leaves him at 7%, which stunk, and I don't want to switch out because nothing can take a Thunderbolt, so I'm just going to let Zapdos die. And now I'm going to go out to Darmanitan. Not sure if U-turn will kill. I got to go for the Flare Blitz, knowing Slowbro will be coming in, but I can't risk it. Can't go for the U-turn and then having something die. So going to go Flare Blitz, and now I know I can just go out to my Kingdra, predicting the Scald. He actually goes for the Calm Mind, predicting the switch. And now this is basically all or nothing. I got to set up Dragon Dances. And I calc Scald is not going to be doing that much. I go for my first Dragon Dance. But he actually shows Psyshock, which I thank God it's not Psychic because that would have been 2 a KO. But I know I can live 3. So my plan is actually I'm going to go for the rest. Fire off. I probably could have gone for the Dragon Dance. If I went for like 2 more Dragon Dances, it was risky. But it said that he could KO. So I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance now. And I'm doing calcs, and it said it was like 52% was max, absolute max. So I'm thinking I can easily live another one. So going to go for the Waterfall, because if he slacks off, then if he doesn't slack off, then Toxic will kill him next turn. He actually goes to Psyshock. I'm at 4%. And as I said, Toxic will take him down. Now here he goes out to Porygon 2, and if he went out to Cobalion, he probably would have won the game. But I'm going to go for the Waterfall, leave him at 12%. He's going to finish me off with the Tri-Attack, and he's actually at the point where Flare Blitz will finish him off. And because of the rest of the guys on his team, I can actually sweep his team with Choice Scarf Flare Blitz. So I'm actually going to end up winning this game, coming back from being down 5-2 to taking him down to 1-0. So very close game, Coco Loco. I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. The rest of it is just a Darmanitan sweep. And if you guys did enjoy the battle, please leave a like. Feel free to check out my channel. And if you do want to hear me commentate more Pokemon battles, feel free to check out Smogon U, where I am co-head of the channel. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the battle. So peace out, guys. Mike Deck is out of here. Later.